Ladies and gentlemen, this Sports Guy show is here, also known as Shaked Bartal. It's February the 4th, 2025. Right now it's 8 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk about Super Bowl 59 rematch between the Eagles and the Chiefs, which took place 2 years ago, Super Bowl 57, when the Kansas City Chiefs won in overtime 38-35. In my opinion, that was one of the best Super Bowl that we watch in NFL history. Now, talking about Super Bowl 59, both teams are somewhat different than Super Bowl 57. One big difference, the Philadelphia Eagles have defense of coordinator defense totally different than what they had in Super Bowl 57. Super Bowl 57, they had Shane Lankin, who's now the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, defensive coordinator. Now they have Vince Foggi, one of the best defensive coordinator in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. But they still have head coach Nick Sirianni. They still have quarterback Jalen Hurts. They still have A.J. Brown, Amante Smith, and so many similar defensive players. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs basically have the entire same coaching staff. They do have quarterback Patrick Mahomes, head coach Andy Reid, running back Ajay Pacheco, Chris Jones on the defensive side, Nicole Bontman on the defensive side. So very similar roster. Now, the big difference, Super Bowl 57 and 59, Super Bowl 59, the Eagles will have Saquon Barkley, who on Super Bowl Sunday is celebrating his 28th birthday. So they have that. They have Zach Bunn, who was a tremendous free agent pickup for the Eagles from the Saints. They have they have Zach Bunn, they have Nolan Smith, who's having a good season, pretty good season with 6.5 sacks. They have Jalen Carter and Jonathan Davis, two tremendous defensive tackles who can rush the quarterback. The Chiefs, different from Super Bowl 57, Super Bowl 59, they have Hollywood Brown, they have DeAndre Atkins, and they have Xavier Worthy, mainly on the offensive side, even though Xavier Worthy can also play special team return, kickoff, and punt, should the Chiefs ask him to do that. So, as far as the game go, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, this Super Bowl will come down to a couple of things. And number one, and Steve Stangolia, the Eagles, the Chief, Steve Stangolia, the Kansas City Chiefs defensive coordinator, can he get his players to stop or to limit Saquon Barkley to under 80 total yard? So I'm talking about reception and I'm talking about running. Can they hold Saquon Barkley to under 80 yard? If they can do that and make Jalen Hurts beat them with his legs, especially, the Kansas City Chiefs will win the Super Bowl. But if Saquon Barkley has over 80 yards, which is not a lot, but it can make a big, big difference. And if he get over 80 yards, the Eagles will win the Super Bowl. And here's why. Beat the Kansas City Chiefs. You have to have success running the ball against them, which also you take time off the clock. You don't let Patrick Mahomes have as much time. Now, if you don't have success running the ball, you have to throw the ball. And the Chiefs have one of the best defensive tackle in the NFL, Chris Jones. Even if you double team him, he can still get around to the quarterback. And then they have George Katilas. Katilas, for the season, he has 8.5 sacks. And you have Nicole Botman, who is very good middle linebacker for the Chiefs. He can also rush the quarterback. Now, Jalen Hurts is not your typical pocket quarterback. One of his weapons is his foot. So the question is, can the Chiefs contain and limit Saquon Barkley to under 80 yards? And the question for the Eagles, can you stop Patrick Mahomes? Or not even stop, because you're not going to shut down Patrick Mahomes. It's impossible. It's mission impossible, ladies and gentlemen, to completely stop Patrick Mahomes. But the question is, ladies and gentlemen, can you make potentially a Isaiah Pacheco beat you and not Patrick Mahomes? Which means you will have to potentially put a double team Travis Kelce. You will have to better hope that your cornerback can stop Hollywood Brown and DeAndre Atkins and Noah Gray in order to make Pacheco beat you. And don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen, both teams have tremendous players on the roster, offense, defense, and special team. But the big question is, can the Eagles stop Patrick Mahomes and limit Patrick Mahomes to under 200 passing yards? Because make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, if Patrick Mahomes get over 200 passing yards, it means two things. Number one, we're in a shootout. In a shootout, I give the edge to the Chiefs, because as great of a player that Saquon Barkley is much better of a running back than a receiving back overall. So the question is, if Patrick Mahomes, get over 200 passing yards, then it means we're in a shootout. In a shootout, you give the edge to the Chiefs. Now, it also means Travis Kelce is probably going to have a great game. It means Hollywood Brown is having a pretty good game. DeAndre Atkins is having a good game. Noah Gray is having a good game. Isaiah Pacheco is having a good game. In a shootout, the Eagles are not going to win the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. I could be wrong, but I truly believe the Eagles have to keep this game in the 20s, in the low 20s, to win the game, to win the Super Bowl. If we are talking about repeat Super Bowl 57, 38-35 Chiefs won in overtime. If we are talking about the Super Bowl that in the 30s, the Chiefs will win the Super Bowl. But if we are talking about a Super Bowl in the low 20s, point wise, the Eagles will win the game because it means two things. They are having great success running the ball, and their defense is doing enough to frustrate Patrick Mahomes and to make him throw the ball before he wants to, maybe get a couple of sacks, maybe get an interception. So overall, Super Bowl wise, I truly feel like even though they are a great team, the Eagles, in my opinion, are the clear underdog going to the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not saying that the Eagles cannot win the Super Bowl, because absolutely they can. And it's also the NFL. Anything can happen. But I do believe going to the Super Bowl, and I will admit I've not looked at the Las Vegas point-wise spread. But right now, I would pick the Chiefs by at least a touchdown. By at least a touchdown over the Eagles. Now, I will say this. The Eagles can still win the Super Bowl, even though right now I'm giving the Chiefs 7-point edge. And the reason I give the Chiefs 7-point edge start and end with Patrick Mahomes, who, in my opinion, is probably one of the best, if not the best quarterback that we have watched in the last 20 years. Sure, Tom Brady has won plenty of Super Bowl. Sure, Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl. But honestly, I would take Patrick Mahomes anytime over Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. And in a 7-game matchup, I would venture to say Patrick Mahomes would win at least 4 games. So my whole point is, had the Kansas City Chiefs not had Patrick Mahomes, I would went ahead and say Eagles by 20 points. Because they have Saquon Barkley, one of the best running back in the NFL, if not the best running back in the NFL. They have Jalen Hurts. They have pretty good defense. They have great special teams. They have very good coaching staff all around. But they don't have Patrick Mahomes. And the big question is, can Jalen Carter, can Jonathan Davis, can Zach Bond, Nolan Smith, Delane Slay, can the Eagles, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, James Bradbury, can the Eagles, ladies and gentlemen, create enough pass rush to get into Patrick Mahomes? Because defense, yes. The Eagles have a tremendous defense. The way I see it, ladies and gentlemen, defense, the Chiefs defense versus the Eagles defense, it's a clear edge for the Eagles. Offensive linemen for the Chiefs versus the Eagles, it's very close. I give the slight edge to the Eagles. Now, offense for the Chiefs versus the offense for the Eagles, I still go with the Chiefs. Special team, both teams have pretty good kickers and punter, very good return men. Chiefs versus the Eagles, but I give the edge to Harrison Buckner and the Chiefs because overall he is much more of an accurate kicker than Jake Elliott. So, coaching wise, Nick Sirianni, Andy Reid, two tremendous NFL head coach, absolutely great NFL head coach. Kalen Moore, the Eagles offensive coordinator, versus Steve Sincolia, the chief defensive coordinator. I'm going to give the edge to the Chiefs. It's very easy. Very easy, ladies and gentlemen. Because the Chief defense is, my opinion, it's better than the Eagles offense, but the Eagles defense overall is better than the Chiefs offense. But like I said, can the Chiefs stop and contain Saquon Barkley to under 80 yards? Combine rushing reception. And can the Eagles limit and contain Patrick Mahomes to under 200 passing yards? It's going to be a close game. Even though even though I believe right now the Chiefs are 7-point favorite heading to the Super Bowl, I truly believe we are going to be looking at a very close game. Probably, whoever wins the game will not win the game by more than 6 points. We're going to be looking at a great Super Bowl. Maybe not as great as Super Bowl 57 because it's difficult to have a great back-to-back Super Bowl. Sometimes you have great Super Bowl and the following year you have a blowout, or you have a blowout and then the following year a close Super Bowl. This Super Bowl will be great. I really do. It's going to be a nail-biter. It's going to be a nail-biter type of a Super Bowl. I really do, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a great Super Bowl. I feel bad in a way for the Eagles fans and for the Chiefs fans. The reason I'm saying I feel bad in a way, I'm a diehard Carolina Panthers fan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a diehard Carolina Panthers fan. Yes, we exist. So, ladies and gentlemen, when my team, the Carolina Panthers, played in Super Bowl in 2003, then in 2015, I got excited for the Super Bowl that they're playing. Yay! They're playing in the Super Bowl. It's so much fun. But when the game started, I was person extremely nervous. I didn't enjoy the food. I didn't enjoy the atmosphere or the broadcast on CBS. I enjoyed nothing. Game biting my nail. Enjoyed. But now, when my team is not playing in the Super Bowl, yeah, I'm probably going to wear that jersey, Bryce Young jersey, or maybe Xavier Legette jersey, or maybe Cam Newton jersey, to a bar, to a restaurant, to be determined. But you know what is not to be determined? I'm going to have fun. Yeah, a team to choose to pull for. But the bottom line, I am not going to lose sleep or be frustrated or be nervous during the Super Bowl, even though I will pick a team that I will want them to win. I'm going to be happy and excited, looking forward to the end of the Super Bowl and to talk about what to come in the NFL, which, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, because once the Super Bowl is over, The football coverage on my channel, The Sports Guy Show, is not ending. No, it's not ending. I'm going to have a mock draft coming up. I'm not sure if I will have mock draft for every team or potentially maybe top 5 or top 8 pick draft. Free agency. I'm going to have analysis and breakdown of free agency, just like I had yesterday when the Browns, Myles Garrett, requested a trade out of Cleveland. I'm going to have breakdown of free agency, trade, all of the fun stuff coming up. And coming up, ladies and gentlemen, the day after the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have a video Tuesday. So 2 days after the Super Bowl, I'm going to record it on Monday night. And I'm going to premiere it on Tuesday night. That video, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have the final and complete final ranking, power ranking for every NFL team. So find out, well, yours truly, the Sports Guy Show, rank your team as we head into off-season. So like I said, if you like football, you're on the right channel because there's more football to come. And even if you don't like football, we have the NBA trading deadline coming up. I'm going to have a video about that. When big trade taking place, you know where to find the breakdown and actual real analysis from yours truly, the Sports Guy Show. We're going to have baseball coming up. That is something I'm looking forward to, talking about baseball. Going to talk about preview and World Series prediction and wild card picks and playoff picks in baseball. Once we get closer to spring training. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, enough for a second with the promos and what to come on the channel. Because like I said, I'm excited about this channel and I appreciate all the love and support. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to tell a friend. It really means a lot to me, ladies and gentlemen. So now, the moment that everyone is waiting for. The moment that not only America, Mexico, Canada, North and South Korea, Iran and Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, France, Germany, Belgium, Italy, Bulgaria, Sweden, Australia, New Zealand, and everyone else in between. Everyone is waiting, ladies and gentlemen, for the Sports Guy Show Super Bowl prediction. I know everyone is, and I'm going to give it to you right now. Eagles, 27. Kansas City Chiefs, 31. With that, ladies and gentlemen, the Sports Guy Show is officially signing. As I'm trying to do the signature, officially, the Sports Guy Show is officially signing off with, once again, my prediction for the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 59, Eagles, 27, Kansas City Chiefs, 31. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, it's free, it's greatly appreciated, and let me know if you agree or disagree with my Super Bowl pick. Eagles, 27, Chiefs, 31. Good night, everyone. Enjoy the Super Bowl.